Hello everyone, welcome back. Just wanted to do a quick update here on the ULTRA4 2.0. I've got a final kit assembled here. It's all contained. This is basically what it would look like if you were interested in buying one. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so here I've got my little test bench here, we're going to call it. I've got a standard Carrera CU and I've just attached another track piece to it. It doesn't have that connection point between the two, it's just connected with the red clips. This is an old piece from an old CU that I've just stripped the CU part of, so there's no electrical connection between here, and you would have to remove that anyways in order for this to work. So we've got our Bluetooth dongle, we've got our power supply hooked up to our AC splitter there. We've got our 4 driver stations. This is what the back of the box looks like. It's very similar to that of just the standard ULTRA4. It's just spaced out a little bit further because the box is a little bit bigger and it's turned sideways instead of being horizontal. On the front side here of this box, you'll see we've got 4 LEDs, 4 push buttons, and it's all identified cars 1 through 4. These push buttons are not wired in, but they can be wired in. There's terminals on the back side of this thing that are designed to operate from your e-stops. I just don't have it wired in because I'm just doing a demonstration of the car driving portion of this system. And then you can see I've got my Professor Motor 3-wire controller here connected to the driver stations. For this sake, I'm just moving the black wire because the red and white are jumpered together, so there's no reason to move those. We've got our 4 Bluetooth controllers. These are 4 analog Carrera cars, and then I've got 2 digital Carrera cars. So let's get into this. Okay, for those that aren't familiar with what's going on here, this was a request from someone on the AxelBox homepage. They wanted to be able to run basic digital controllers, digital cars. They wanted to run digitized analog, which you can run analog cars with your wireless or wired digital controllers. And then they wanted to be able to run true analog as well. So this box here is geared for doing all 3. So let's just do a quick demonstration of this completed unit. Okay, for starters here, we're gonna just focus on the digital side of things. So as you can see here, we've got 2 digital cars and the lights are functioning on both of them. And we've got the 2 digital controllers that we'll start with here. So let's get coding. We're going to code car 1 to this McLaren and car 2 to this Lambo. I'll just do a quick demonstration that these cars work in all 4 lanes. So that's car 1, lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, and lane 4. And then same story with the car 2. It's lane 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's work on the digitized analog. So to get the digitized analog enabled, we have to keep this switch down so that it's always in the digital portion. And then we're going to put it in digital analog, which is up. And that enables the LEDs on the front. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get the 4 analog cars on track. And I've already got these controllers coded 1 through 4 with the dongle there. We're going to start by disabling every car except car 1. Let's bring all these controllers over again. So We're leaving car 1 enabled, and we're going to code car 1. You're going to see car 1 can move now. And we're going to disable 1, enable 2, and we're going to code car 2. Good. Disable 2, and enable 3. Now you'd only ever have to do this once. We got car 3 here, there we go. And then lastly, car 4. Car 4, code. And off we go with car 4. Now that all cars are coded, we just enable every car once again. And then pump test 1, 2, 3, and 4. So digitized analog 4-lane is functional. Now, before you get too crazy, by putting this back down, we're going true digital. All 4 cars, analog cars on track, are going to lose their mind in reverse at full speed because we're putting true digital on an analog car. So be sure to take all cars off track before you toggle that switch. I'll just show you an example. Leave that one on. There you go. Don't want your nice expensive analog cars to be careening off your track. So let's get into the true analog. So this switch here bypasses the digitized portion, true digital and the analog side. Start using our resistor type controller. So let's revert back to lane number 1. We'll took all these cars off. I should have just left them on. Let's put them back here. And so, as I had mentioned, I'm just going to move the black wire because the reds are jumping together, the whites are jumping together. There's no reason for me to move all 3. So we're hooked up to lane 1, and I got my resistor controller. There we go. And let's move black jumper. Now we're lane 2. Got the voltage kind of low on my power supply under my track there. Yeah, so we're car number 3. And lastly, car number 4. Whoop. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
It's okay, folks. Oh, it's my favorite car. One of my favorites. Well, I mean, that's it in a nutshell. It's very basic. It's the same.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Well, folks, that kind of concludes the demonstration of this box here. Again, just going over a physical arrangement. We've got a group of 10 terminal blocks that's dedicated for the track rails. And then this is basically for the power, digital power, and the analog power distribution for the controllers. There's a 12-volt power source that powers the internal control circuits, and then that control circuit is also fused as well. I would recommend, if you're hooking up a power supply to this unit for your analog, that you fuse your power supply as well, just for the sake of protecting the internal components and your track and all the wiring and stuff that you're using between this unit and your track itself. So what you're looking at here is basically what it comes with. You get the box, get the power supply for hooking up to the backside, And that's it. Everything else is all user installed. It's very, very easy to install, and I have detailed instructions on how this all works. As mentioned before, this could very well become part of my personal track. Obviously, I don't need a 4-lane option. I would probably just downsize this a bit to make it a 2-lane type box. Basically just 2 less buttons, 2 less chips. I am working on another project. I've had another individual ask for a 8-lane digital to analog converter. Now, that being said, to make something like this 8-lane, you'd have to have 8 push buttons, 8 lights, 8 digital chips, which would be a little bit expensive and pretty large. Now, I think that box ultimately would just be like the ULTRA4, where it strictly is for digital and true analog. There will be no digitized analog in that 8-lane box. Anyways, I wanted to keep this one as short and sweet as possible. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm hoping to get the part 3 of the wood routed track video completed and put it on the interwebs. And I think the next video after that might be the demonstration of the 8-lane box, which at this point might be called the Ultra Infinity, with the 8 sideways. Pretty clever, huh? I got that idea from the gentleman that was interested in this box, so a little bit of credit to him on that one. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now. Thanks, everyone.